I am Lamont at Large. Today, I am in Los Angeles, California on the 100 North block of Sweetser Avenue. I am standing across the street from the apartment where 21-year-old actress Rebecca Schaeffer was shot and killed. So on the morning of July 18th, 1989, 21-year-old actress Rebecca Schaeffer was up that particular morning very early. She was waiting for a script that was supposed to be delivered to her for the movie that she'd been cast in, The Godfather 3. When she heard the doorbell, she was assuming it was the courier here to deliver the script. So she goes downstairs and opens the door, but it was no courier that was standing at the door. It was a deranged lunatic fan by the name of Robert Pardo. He didn't have a script in his hand. He had an autographed picture that she had mailed to him unbeknownst to her. Robert Pardo was let's just call it what it is, just a lunatic. Had a long history of mental illness. So when she goes downstairs, he says, oh, hey, pretty much tells her, hey, I'm a big fan of yours. I just wanted to stop by and say hello. And she's looking at this guy like, this dude is a weirdo. So back in those days, you know, we're talking about 30 years ago, there was really no internet. So in hindsight, maybe she should have called the police, but she's just thinking, oh, this guy is just crazy or whatever. So she goes back upstairs and Pardo leaves. He goes to a diner, gets something to eat, comes back a few hours later. And now she's telling him, hey, you got to get out of here. I'm going to call the police, what have you. He pulls out a .357 handgun and shoots her once in the chest, piercing her heart. And somebody, according to a jailhouse interview when he was arrested for her murder, he claims that after he shot her, she stares at him and says, why, and then she collapsed. Just a deranged lunatic. Rebecca Schaeffer was a very young, very good-looking actress. She was on a hit TV show at the time called My Sister Sam. And she played opposite characters with I forgot the actress's name. She played on Mork and Mindy. I think her name was Pam Modi or something. Sorry, it escapes me right now. And she was a very hot, up-and-coming actress. Very, very young, 21 years old. I mean, to be cast on a show 21 years old and you're realizing your dreams and to have it taken away by just a lunatic. After he shot her, he left and went back to Arizona and was seen on the freeway. Somebody called the police saying there was a man like running alongside the freeway screaming. The police get to him and he's screaming, I shot Rebecca Schaeffer. I shot Rebecca Schaeffer. They quickly handcuff him and they do a check on his name. And yeah, he is a suspect in her murder. He was extradited back to California. The trial was very long and arduous. It took a couple of years, but finally he was convicted of her murder and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Her body was taken from here and sent back up to Oregon, outside of Portland, Oregon, I believe is where she's buried. So when I get up to that part of the country, I will definitely go visit her grave. And I remember, when I was a little boy, I was always watching news. That's just something weird about me. My mother would always say it. She said I was the only kid that would ever read newspapers and just watch the news intently. And I remember this murder very vividly as a 9-year-old boy turning 10 when she was shot and killed. And just a really quick video, guys. There's more information to this story if you want to go look up her life or whatever. I'm not a really good storyteller. I'm just kind of like a point and click type of person. I just go to the scene. Just wanted to stop by and show you guys really quickly. So thankfully that man will never see the light of day ever again. Just a bad egg. He had a bad brain. And just to add to the story, when he went to go purchase the gun, he confessed to the gun owner that he had a history of mental illness. So the owner of the gun shop says, "Oh, I'm not gonna I'm not going to sell this guy a gun, but he somehow convinced his brother to buy the gun for him. So the brother says later in interviews that, hey, I just thought that he wanted to just have a gun to go target shooting or what have you. So a very, very sad story. And rest in peace to Rebecca Schaeffer. You know, her memory will live on in the reruns of that show. Anyways, guys, Lamont at Large, coming to you live, but not live, of course, from Los Angeles, California. Have a good day. Peace out.